Good morning, my beautiful friends. How are you? Or afternoon or evening, whatever time you're watching this video. This is Patty Dooley with Tupperware, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I have a rather simple but really filling recipe for you. Uh, Most of the time we think sweet potatoes, we think winter, fall time. Sweet potatoes any time of the year, and that's what we're fixing to cook. But today what I'm showing you is actually the stack cooker. All my videos are meant to teach you how to use a particular product with Tupperware and ways that you can cook in it. So I am going to show you how to do a simple, fast, easy recipe. It can be vegan, it can be vegetarian, whatever you want to do with it. But we are doing sweet potatoes with warm black beans. Oh my God, is that good? I cooked it last week and I just absolutely loved it. But we're going to talk about the stack cooker for just a moment. If you haven't seen any of my past videos, go back and look through my channel. You can see things that we've made in the stack cooker on here. So this is the stack cooker. It has a 3-quart bottom right here. Great for making soups and meatloafs and cooking whole chickens. I know I have a video on cooking a whole chicken. Then we have the 1 3/4 quart section right here, and it can stack cook just like this. I know I've got a video on doing a whole stack meal. Then you have the 1 3/4 quart strainer or colander. You can steam, cook meat, everything. Just amazing. Then we have a cone that you can put down inside either one of these pieces and make pull apart bread, bundt cakes, meatloaf, you name it, you can cook it. And then it has a top here, the lid, that you can turn over and actually cook with just like this. So I'm going to pull you down just a little bit and then show you exactly what I'm going to do with the stack cooker today. Super easy, super easy. So let's get you pulled down there. There you are. There, you can see it now. But like I said, this is a stack cooker. Just an amazing product from Tupperware that I absolutely love and love to use all the time. And what we're doing is the sweet potatoes with warm black beans. Now, forgive my sweet potatoes. They are small, but it's all I had left because I cooked the big ones the other night. These have been washed and I've stuck little holes in them to cook them. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your sweet potatoes in here. And I think I can get all of these in here. I can. And you're going to, what I normally do is I put just a little bit of water in there, and then you're going to cook these sweet potatoes. I'm going to set mine for about 7 to 8 minutes because of the size of them. They're small, so they won't take long to cook. Now you can go with the big ones like this one here, but you're going to have to be aware that when you cook them, you'll probably only get 2 in the top, and then if you want to cook at least 4, you can use the 3-quart bottom, put some down in here, then set the top on and set a couple up here, and then cook them exactly the same way. You'll just have to adjust your time, but that's the only large one I had left. So I am going to use these small ones, which these are great for a lunch you want to take to work, or in the afternoon you don't want anything really heavy to eat, but they are really good for that. So I've got these here. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this, so mostly it will steam in the microwave. And like I said, I'm going to check them about 7 minutes and see how done they are, and then we will come back and I'll show you how to fix the rest of the recipe. So stay right here and I will be right back. Okay, so I have the sweet potatoes in the microwave cooking right now, and I'm going to go ahead and mix up the rest of the ingredients, and I'm going to do it in the 1 3/4 quart section of the stack cooker. You're going to need a can of black beans, a can of roasted tomatoes, some taco seasoning or your favorite spicy seasoning that you like. I personally like to put garlic in it, so I'm going to do that. So I just, and I'll put the ingredients down in the description so you can get the ingredients, and it's just super easy to fix. So I'm going to strain the black beans just like this. I'm going to save the juice, and the reason being is if I see that it's not juicy enough, then I can come back and add some liquid to the recipe. So we have that, and I need to put these in another bowl. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. And then I'm going to take and open a can of diced tomatoes. You can get fire roasted tomatoes. That is right there, really good. So we're going to open this using my Tupperware can opener. When you hear that pop, you know that seal has been broken because it's breaking the seal all around here, that glued part. And then you're going to take this little pincher, put it right here, and then just lift the top off just like that. And I just dropped it. And I'm going to strain this just a little bit. I want some of the juice in here. Just a little bit. So there we go. That's got some of the juice out, but I'm going to leave some of it in. And like I said, save this if you want to add some extra juice to your stuff. So we're going to go ahead and pour this all into this 1 3/4 quart section. Just like this. And then for me, for myself, you can use any other spices you like in here. I'm going to use a clove of fresh garlic. That's because that's how I roll. I love my garlic, and if I can get it into anything, I do. Now the garlic press is not in our main catalog anymore. I'm not sure if they're going to bring it back, or maybe they're redesigning it, or just what. But I absolutely love the Tupperware garlic press, because you can squish your garlic, you can take the little end off, but it's not in our catalog right now. And since I'm going to crush this, I'm just going to do that right there. Rake that garlic off in there, set this out way to the side, get rid of my trash. Oh, and I dropped a piece of garlic stuff in there. And clean up my mess. So we have that. Then we're going to need a tablespoon of, you can use extra virgin olive oil or any other oil that you like. I'm just using sunflower oil. We're going to add that in there. And then you're going to add a tablespoon of spice to it. This says taco seasoning, but it's actually a seasoning that I like to make up. You can use it on tacos, you can use it on all sorts of recipes, and I absolutely love it. It's got that Mexican flair to it. So I'm gonna, this is 2-3 teaspoons of that. You can add just a touch of salt to it if you need to, if you want to. You really don't have to, because the canned beans are kind of salted already. But that's really up to you. You can taste it after it's done and add salt to it. And then really this is all there is to this part of the recipe. So when the potatoes are about 5 minutes from being done, we're going to take this and we're going to set the top with the potatoes in it right on top of here, and then we're going to finish cooking it for like the last 3 to 5 minutes of the potato being done. And like I said, this is just a super fast recipe. If you want to, you could put jalapenos. You could doctor this up any way that you like. It's really got a Mexican flair to it, but it is delicious. for nice lunch, you could do a side salad with this. Would be awesome. For dinner, you could do one of these potatoes and a piece of steamed or baked chicken or barbecue chicken or any other meat that you like. So we have that done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the potatoes here in a few minutes, and then we'll come right back and I'll show you how to finish out this recipe. This is not going to be very long today, but it's going to be amazing. So stay right here. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so I let the potatoes cook for 7 minutes. I already checked one. These are just about done. So I'm going to turn it over so you can see on the water side they are like really tender. So I'm going to turn these over, and they are hot. Really hot. That water is bubbling in here. But the water side is like super done. And we just really need to get the other side, this top side, it's done, but it needs just a little bit more. So this extra 5 minutes that we put it back in there will be plenty. Now, like I said, if you're doing larger potatoes, you're going to have to adjust your time and see how long that is going to take. So it's just really going to depend on the size of the potato. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the bean mixture and I'm putting the potatoes on top, and we're going to put this back in the microwave for about 5 minutes, and then we will come back and finish out this potato. So we will be right back again. Okay, so I let that cook about 4.5 minutes. I took it out just before the 5 minute mark on the microwave, but the potatoes are done. I can stick my knife in there. They're completely done, just like this. And then I am going to take this off. Now be extra careful. You've got a little bit of hot water left in there, and you've got steam coming out of the bottom from where you cooked your beans and your tomatoes. Oh man, that smells so good. That's really smelling good. Absolutely love this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this potato up for you. I'm going to get this one right here. Like I said, they're hot, 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 so be very careful. And once again, dependent on the size of the potato will depend on the amount of time that you need to cook your sweet potato. I only had these small ones left, but hey, it still works. They still eat, they're still good. So we've got the potato cut open just like this, and then we're going to take this bean and tomato mixture and just fill it in this potato right here. Oh my God, you talk about smelling good. Woo! Just like this. To me, this is just a whole meal in itself. And now I want a little bit of sour cream on mine. If you like sour cream, fine. If you don't have to put it on there, but it really makes it. I'm going to put me a nice dollop on there. Just like this. And then we're going to take some fresh cilantro. I'm going to take my little chop and prep. And we're going to put some in here. And chop this down to really just garnish the top of it. Like I said, I made these last week and they are amazing. Super easy to do. And let's just put some of that cilantro on there. Oh man. Smells amazing. But that is our sweet potato with warm black beans and tomatoes. I'm going to lift you back up here where I can talk to you for a moment. Like I said, this recipe is so fast, so easy. You can do the whole thing in the stack cooker in the microwave. There we go. And have a delicious meal, a side dish, a vegan meal, a vegetarian meal, or don't worry about it meal. All done right here. So if you'd like to know more about the stack cooker, please feel free to message me on Facebook, facebook.com/TW Patty Dooley, or email me at pattydooley@hotmail.com. I'll put the link in below where you can get to me, and I will be glad to answer any question that you have. You can follow me over on my Facebook page, or you can follow me right here on YouTube. Just hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends, everybody, and stay tuned and watch what we come out with next week, which I can tell you next week we are going to do in the stack cooker once again a homemade spaghetti sauce. Now I made this for my VIP group last night online on my private group, and it is just, oh man, it is the best spaghetti sauce you ever had. It is really good. It saves you time in the kitchen, and you don't have to heat up the house. You don't have, just come back next week and watch here. I'll upload it next Friday for you. So you guys be blessed, and like I said, if you have questions, feel free to get with me. And then once again, here is our potato. Oh, it smells good. I'm gonna eat a nice lunch and enjoy this. So you be blessed. Glad I got to spend some time with you, and I will see you next week. Bye.